Hey everybody, it's Rob Barber with Accelerated Real Estate Services, where we sell properties in 30 days or less. Here today with a video blog update. Want to talk today about an article that I was recently researching and kind of thinking about a little bit as it pertains to our current market and where the real estate market is today, whether it be anywhere in the United States or Tampa Bay for that matter. And that has to do with shadow inventory. Officially, there's 3.5 million homes for sale nationwide, but there's many millions more that are lurking in what is called shadow inventory. Now, what is shadow inventory? We hear that term quite a lot. And basically, shadow inventory is made up of three things. First is those properties that lenders have already repossessed and have in their possession but haven't put on the market for sale. Then there's the properties that are caught or clogged in the foreclosure process, that are caught either in the court system or caught inside the bureaucracy of the banks itself. And then there's those properties that are severely delinquent in their loan payments. We're talking 6 months to a year that just have stopped paying and are just sitting out there where homeowners are basically living without paying their mortgage. Now, a lot of people don't understand how shadow inventory impacts the current market. Some predictions say that there's at least another 18 to 24 months worth of impact on absorption levels with the current levels of shadow inventory. Now, here in the Tampa Bay area, it may look like we're at a status of equilibrium, meaning that we have a 6 to 7 month supply of inventory of residential properties that are currently on the market. Now, the one thing that doesn't show, though, is it doesn't show, again, that shadow inventory that we're talking about, which is all of those properties that are sitting out there in some shape or form upstream of the foreclosure process. Now, if you were to take into account those three categories and actually put them back into what is current inventory on MLS, we would actually be here in the Tampa Bay area at a 46-month inventory level versus a 6 to 7 month inventory level, just to show you the disparity or the difference between what actually is lurking out there in that quote shadow inventory. ARES, we constantly track shadow inventory when we're advising clients on making a buy or sell decision. Now, some people may ask, well, why does it matter? If it's shadow inventory, why would it matter to me as a seller, or why should I care about it if I'm a buyer? Well, as a seller, the thing you need to take into account is that if you're looking to sell your property and you're looking to say, I may take 6 to 9 to 12 months to sell my property, you may not have that time. If you look at your market and specifically your neighborhood or where other buyers may be looking for your property, and there's a ton of 6 to 9 month old pre-foreclosures, if there's delinquencies, if there's bank owned that's already there existing but not on the market yet, all of those dynamics could come to play at any point in time and affect your selling price. So knowing what is actually out there shadowing your property is important when trying to make the sell decision, specifically with pricing and timing. As a buyer, why should you care about the shadow inventory? Well, as you're buying a property, you want to know what is lurking out there. If I'm making a buying decision today at X price, will that be enough 6 months from now to say, if everything was to come on the market that is in pre-foreclosure or delinquent or bank owned but not on the market, and I buy at X, is it going to be X minus another 10% 6 months from now? So you need to be able to adjust your pricing looking forward as you're making the buy decision. The moral of the story here is look beyond just the numbers that are being presented in MLS or on Zillow or Realtor.com or even those numbers that are being represented by a lot of realtors. You need to take into account shadow inventory and how that can impact a buying or selling decision. The numbers are real, they're out there. It may take 6 months, it may take 60 months for this issue of shadow inventory to be cleared up, but it is a real issue. It really exists. It will impact your buying and selling decision. So make sure you're talking to your realtor about how that shadow inventory is going to play into the equation when you're making that decision. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to call us here at ARES at 727-258-6439. Again, Rob Barber. Look forward to helping you out in any way that I can. Thanks.